everyone, and welcome. I have a traveler's notebook spread using the Life Crafted Kit and album from Citrus Twist. This is using the April kit. I have enjoyed this Life Crafted album. That's my opening page and some other pages from the March kit. I like how you really can dress up a page or you can simplify a page, and I've gotten more and more braver, I think, each month. With this month's April kit, I decided to use one of the April cut files. And this file, you could just put it simply into your album just as is. But I wanted to get a little creative. I'm just showing the different papers that are from the Life Crafted Kit for April this month and how pretty. Look at the contrast there. But I really liked the tone of the blues and the greens here, and it went really well with my photos. I also wanted to use a Starbucks card here for, this was the year of the pig. This was our celebration using our Starbucks cards. Now I have on the back side, I did put a little bit of strip of that pattern paper. So I have a back side now to that I can also decorate. And I'll use another piece of, I actually like the digital versions of the papers from the kits that they use because they fit these albums perfectly. So you have the options of using the papers that come in the kit as well as the downloaded versions that are a traveler's notebook size. I am in love with the stamp sets that come in this April Make Mine a Venti. I love that. It's all about coffee. It's all about recharging. And I always use a white eraser to prime and get my stamps, brand new stamps, ready. And I usually do them one at a time when they're on the acrylic block, but I want to show you, I ended up doing them all at once on the backing that they're already in the packaging. And I wanted to just do some stamping to show you how adorable these stamps are. I love this little battery to, recharge yourself. It can be a combination of you just need to recharge yourself. It could be a combination of recharging yourself with coffee, relaxation, a good book, whatever. But I want to show just different ways that you could stamp these out. And then I'll have a few more to show you some different color varieties. So don't be afraid to try different colors, and always stamp more than one, especially when you are layering stamps like this. As you can see, you may have an image that you liked the way it's stamped out better than the other. So it gives you just an additional option of picking which image that you want to use. I love this little lightning bolt, that little charging battery symbol. So I'm going to stamp that onto here, and here's some of the different colors that I stamped. So get creative with the inks that you have and play around. Just sit, put on your favorite show, recharge, and just do some stamping and play around. I love this little coffee cup, excuse me. So I had to show this, and it has a little smiley face. Very easy to stamp. If you're not a stamper, don't be afraid to try it out. It's really, really adorable. Okay, so like I said, I'm getting a little bit braver and creating outside now of the actual pockets of my Life Crafted album. So these pages I punched the holes to fit right into my album. And what I did on the left side there is I'm using a piece of the digital paper that's more of a traveler's notebook size. I added some stitching on the right side, and I'm going to layer this with some of the other papers from the kit. To add my journaling to that die cut that's part of the die cut pack in the April Make Mine a Venti kit, I just put it on a piece of Post-it note. You could also use just a piece of copy paper, and then I send that through my typewriter, and sometimes I can peel it off okay. If I can't, I just trim around it. So I'm going to start placing. I have some of the die cuts here. I have that flower from the kit, and then I have some of the fussy cut stamp image there from the kit. So I'm going to play around and see how I want to place this, and I like everything going in a vertical design here. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I love all of Citrus Twist little die cuts they have. And here's the stitching that I did, and I want to create some texture more texture along with that lovely pattern paper. So I just kind of lifted those edges there a bit. And this really came together pretty easily. You know, I do fiddle around. I am a fiddler when it comes to stuff like this, and I think you've heard me say that before, but that's the fun part. That's the fun part of creating. Another fun die cut that is available this month for April at Citrus Twist are these little coffee beans. It's part of another set, and I just used this part, and I like, you know, I didn't know if I would use them or not, but I started placing them, and I like the lacy look of them. They don't scream coffee bean. They just create a really nice texture. So I'm definitely going to use those. I'm just placing those right now. I'm not committing to them yet, but I know that I want them there. Now I'm going to go back to this right side, and I know that I want to tuck this photo in between that die cut piece there. Now, as far as the die cuts and items underneath it, I'm not quite sure. I don't want to take away from the beautiful die cut and the pattern paper that's underneath it. I really like the tone-on-tone look there. So I'm just going to go searching through the die cut pack. And I keep saying make mine a Venti. This kit is called Make It a Venti. So I'm going to go through and just pick out ones that have a saying that I like, or a color that I like, or even just the size that I like. So I'll just go through these. You can see that you get so much in this one kit. I really, really have enjoyed these kits so much, and I love the style of them. This particular one says a dose of gumption, and this was the first time my daughter actually went up to the counter by herself using her gift card. So it went perfectly with that. So I'm going to set that one to the side. Now I want to create a border here. I was only going to stamp once, but I liked it, so I just continued it. I put a piece of copy paper underneath so that I could stamp off the page. And it says, "You are the cream to my coffee." Awesome. I love it. It goes perfectly with this. And now I'm going to start bringing in some of the chipboard pieces. This kit really has everything that you need for your pages. It's so many creative possibilities. I've enjoyed it so much. So you can see I've been moving things around still. And I really like this tag because it goes with the paper that I have behind the photo on the left side. But it's a tad too big. Like I said, I want to still see that die cut and the tone-on-tone of the paper underneath. But I'm just going to leave that there for a little bit and just keep going here because I know I want to use this die cut piece. And then I want to use this saying from the stamp set that says "Liquid Hugs." So I know I'm going to commit to those things. I just don't know where they're going to go exactly. Now I pull in the piece that I trimmed from that tag, and I'm like, okay, I like just this piece here. So I'm going to commit. It works. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. I'm going to adhere that chipboard piece and that flower die. I love it. And I'm going to commit to that Liquid Hugs. You'll see in a little bit, I actually staple that into place. And then there's these puffy stickers that come in the kit. They are adorable. They have awesome sayings as well, just like the die cuts. And they have some coffee cup images. And then they have these cute little coffee beans. So cute. So I end up sprinkling those about on this page to fill that up. And then I will commit and adhere everything on to the left. And I'm really, really happy with how this has come out. It's just adorable. An easy way to get these little delicate coffee beans in place, I have a fine tip applicator, and I'm just adhering those in place. And that is it. I love how this came out. Like I said, I just punched those holes in that Starbucks gift card and used it as part of this memory. There's my stitching and some of the die cuts, that cute little coffee cup. Thanks so much for watching.